All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive.
Yeah.
You know how sometimes you just catch a news headline and you're like, wait, hold on. I gotta know more about this.
Right.
That's what we're doing today. We're going deep on Canada's visa policy changes.
Yeah, this is a big one.
Big one. It's been making the rounds. We've got an article here called Canada Overhauls Visa Policy, Ends 10-Year Tourist Visa Validity.
Catchy.
Very catchy. It really gets to the heart of it because those 10-year visas for tourists, those are
a thing of the
a
past.
thing of the past.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to dig into today. What is going on?
That's good.
So to kick things off,
Yeah.
no more automatic 10-year visas.
Right. It's a big shift.
What happened?
Well, basically, before, like you said, they were pretty much automatic.
Yeah, just show up and...
Pretty much. If you had a clean record and,
Yeah.
a good reason to visit,
Yeah.
you'd get that 10-year multiple entry visa.
Mm.
No problem.
Easy peasy.
Now, though, immigration officers, they have way more power. They can decide, okay, this person gets a single entry.
Okay.
This person gets a multiple entry, but only for like 5 years or even less.
Oh, wow.
It's totally up to them.
So it's really like they're looking at each person and like
Exactly.
making a judgment call.
Yeah, case-by-case basis now.
Okay. So then the question is why?
Right. Why the sudden change? Why mess with a good thing, right?
Well, the article mentions, Trudeau's government hasn't been having the easiest time. Approval ratings are down.
Ah, yeah, I've seen that.
And people are really feeling the pinch with like housing costs,
Oh, yeah.
cost of living in general, just going way up.
Makes sense.
So naturally, immigration becomes a hot topic.
Right.
People start pointing fingers.
So what are they saying?
Well, some folks are saying, hey, too many people coming in too fast.
All right.
Not enough resources to go around, that sort of thing.
Interesting.
And the government's feeling the pressure to respond.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that. And the article actually quotes the immigration minister.
Oh, yeah. Mark Milner. Yeah.
What'd he have to say?
He basically admitted that they maybe should act a little sooner
Interesting.
to,
Get a handle on things.
get a handle on all this temporary migration.
He's really emphasizing that temporary should mean temporary.
Right. Makes
Yeah.
sense. But I feel like for a lot of people, those 10-year visas, that was like,
Yeah.
okay, I can go whenever I want.
Right. It was almost like having a permanent thing.
Yeah. Like a little backdoor key.
Exactly.
So for people who, maybe thinking about visiting Canada or even working there temporarily,
Right.
how does this actually change things for them?
Well, for like short trips, probably not a huge difference.
Okay.
You apply for a visa for your vacation. You
Right.
go, you come back. It's all good.
Okay.
But let's say you're someone who needs to go back and forth a lot.
Okay.
Like a researcher collaborating with the university or, a consultant working on a long-term project.
Right.
Before, they might have gotten that 10-year visa and it would have been smooth sailing.
Right.
Now, they might be limited to the length of each specific project.
Okay.
So every time they need to go back, they got to reapply more paperwork, more uncertainty.
That sounds like a pain.
And it could definitely make Canada less attractive compared to other countries
Yeah, I get that.
that offer like longer-term visas.
Right. Right. That makes a lot of sense. And what about students?
Students. Yeah, Canada's been a huge draw for international students.
Yeah, I know a bunch of people who went there for school.
Yeah, it's a popular destination. But now imagine you're a student from say, Brazil.
Okay.
You're all set to start a 4-year program. Before you'd probably get a visa for that whole 4 years.
Yeah, you good to go.
You're set. But now you might have to reapply every single year.
Oh, wow.
And there's no guarantee you'll get renewed each time.
This is so stressful.
Talk about a huge burden for students.
Yeah, you're just trying to focus on your classes.
Exactly.
And then you got to worry about your visa. That's a lot.
And you mentioned workers earlier.
Oh, yeah.
This is a big one, too.
What's the deal there?
So think about industries that rely heavily on temporary foreign workers,
Right.
like tech healthcare.
Okay.
A company invests all this time and money training someone.
Right.
They're a valuable asset to the team.
Yeah.
And then boom, their visa expires.
Oh.
Will they be able to get it renewed? Who knows?
That's a lot of uncertainty.
It is, and that uncertainty makes businesses hesitant to hire temporary workers.
Right.
Which could lead to labor shortages in key sectors.
Well, so it's not just a little change.
No, it's a ripple effect.
Yeah, it could have some pretty big consequences.
Absolutely.
So it's really interesting that, we started with this one article about Canada,
Yeah.
but you mentioned earlier that other countries are making similar moves.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely a global trend.
Is it like, are they all copying each other or?
I wouldn't say it's copying. It's more like they're all facing similar pressures.
Okay.
economic worries, concerns about immigration.
Right.
And they're all kind of reaching the same conclusion.
That's just,
We need more control over who comes in, when they come in, how long they stay.
so it's like they're all trying to
Yeah.
manage the flow.
Exactly. Managed migration is the name of the game.
So we've gone over all the details of what's going on with this visa overhaul in Canada.
Yeah, we really dug up.
But the question I think everyone's wondering is this ultimately a good thing?
Mm-hmm.
Is it just a necessary adjustment, or is it a step in the wrong direction?
That's the million-dollar question.
It is, and I think it's one that, deserves a lot more thought and conversation.
Absolutely.
So for everyone listening out there, I want you to really think about this.
Mm-hmm.
What does this tell us about how countries around the world are dealing with immigration?
Yeah, what are the implications?
What are the long-term effects?
Big questions.
Big questions. Lots to ponder.
Lots to ponder.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us for another deep dive.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Keep those brains buzzing.
Absolutely.
We'll catch you next time.
See ya.